Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense. And
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Williams now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football. Second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, there was a little extra pressure with... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at... So they called it a touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Running left, it's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, the return is Powell. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford being chased out left. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Think they got
and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled the
touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are moving closer to their 2nd Super Bowl title in franchise history.
You have fun with this one, partner.
I am. I mean, he's